I want to welcome you to the kickoff press conference for Vergil Ortiz versus Samuel Vargas. This special main event headliner will take place at the Fabulous Forum in Inglewood. We have developed a nice relationship with the Forum, a lot of great history with the Forum. Some of the greats, Muhammad Ali, Ruben Olivares, Julio Cesar Chavez have fought there, Carlos Zarate. So there's a lot of history there, and not to mention Oscar De La Hoya obviously debuted back in 1992 at the Forum. So we have a lot of history with them, and we're very proud of that. We're very proud of that. But now it's Vergil's turn. Just at 21 years old, he's become one of the hottest fighters in all of boxing. I used to say prospects, but I don't think he's a prospect anymore. He's more of a contender now. And this is going to be, we're looking for a big year for Vergil. It's going to be a big year for him, and hoping to challenge for a world title very, very soon. But he's got a tough test in front of him, and Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas is a veteran, rough and tough. He's fought some of the best fighters in the world, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Amir Khan. He gave him really, really good fights. This is going to be a big test for Vergil. And it's the kind of test that you have to go through in order to be ready to challenge for a world title. So we're looking forward to this. Tickets are now on sale. And they start as low as $10. $10, and they're available at the Forum box office. You can go online at www.fabulousforum.com or ticketmaster.com, or you can call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. And for those of you that can't make it there in person, you can obviously watch it on DAZN. And DAZN is obviously gearing up for a big fight this weekend with Mikey Garcia, and he's fighting Vargas, which is going to be a very, very good fight. But again and again, they're committed to boxing and bringing you the biggest fights and the biggest names. We want to thank our partners, obviously at DAZN, and our sponsor Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. And they're the ones that are obviously driving boxing now. Not only last year for us and doing a lot of great activations throughout the country, but this year as well. They're committed to boxing, and they're going to continue to build on boxing. So we're very, very thankful to them, and we couldn't do these events without Hennessy. And obviously DAZN. DAZN, as you know, the home of boxing right now with Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia, Ryan Garcia, and obviously now showcasing Vergil fights. The first person I want to bring up to say a few words and talk about this event is Jeannie Lincoln, who's the SVP of Live at the Forum. Jeannie.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon. We're thrilled to welcome Vergil Ortiz Jr. to the Forum as he defends his WBA gold welterweight title against Samuel Vargas. I'd like to thank the great teams at Golden Boy and at DAZN for bringing this exciting event to the fans in Inglewood. And of course, a massive thank you to the fighters. It's not possible without all of you. The Fabulous Forum has always been home to diverse and iconic music artists, but we are also extremely proud of our sporting events history. We have hosted more than 400 professional boxing matches dating back to the 1960s. Some of the greats that you mentioned, Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton, Tommy Hearns, Julio Cesar Chavez, Shane Mosley, Gennady Golovkin, and of course, Oscar De La Hoya. Thank you again for attending today, and we look forward to seeing you all under the bright lights at the Fabulous Forum on March 28th.
Thank you. Well, we want to bring you guys not just a great main event, but a great undercard. And I think we've done that with this fight card. I want to commend Robert Diaz for putting together a great undercard. Great show altogether. Thank you, Robert. I want to mention some of the fighters that will be fighting on the undercard. They're not here today, but I want to, some of you guys know their names, they're well-known names. Pablo Cesar Cano will be on the undercard. He's challenging Michael Perez in a very good fight. Rashidi Alice, one of our other top welterweights out of Boston. He's not here today, but he'll be on the undercard as well. Chris Owsley and also Christopher Pearson will be on the undercard. They're not here today, but I just want to acknowledge them. But who will be on the undercard and is here today is another great prospect of ours that we've been bringing up nicely, and he's becoming a staple here in the Los Angeles area. Very exciting fighter, big puncher. He keeps getting better and better, and he's actually been in camp with Vergil Ortiz. They've been learning off each other. They spar a little bit here and there, and I want to bring him up to say a few words, and that's McKenna. Aaron?
Hi everyone, yeah, just looking forward to the next fight now here on the Forum in Inglewood. It's going to be a big event, so it is. There's a lot of stacked fighters on it, and just can't wait to show everyone my skills and what I've been learning. I'm getting great sparring with everyone since I came to LA, so great sparring with Vergil, as Eric mentioned. And I'd just like to thank Olympian Promotions for putting me in this event. And thank everyone else that's helped me since I came to LA. Now I've teamed up here with the legendary trainer Freddie Roach, so no better man to have by my side than him to take me to the top. Thanks.
And you can't announce you're doing a big fight card without having, especially here in the LA area, without having Freddie Roach involved. And Aaron's decided to start working with Freddie Roach. They're both obviously Irish. and I think that just from what I'm hearing, I haven't had a chance to go see them in camp work together, but what I'm hearing there's very good things. And I want to bring up the great Freddie Roach to say a few words. Freddie.
Thank you. Well, we started working not long ago, and it works on really great. Him and his brother, they both work really hard, and they're both very good fighters, and he's in good shape. And yeah, I look forward to a big win on the night, and I hope you all enjoy the fight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Another prospect that will be on the card is also working with Freddie Roach, and he's been developing nicely. He's got a great record, 8-0 so far, 6 knockouts. He's a Mexican Olympian, and I want to bring him up to say a few words, and that's Raul Cougar Curiel.
Hi everyone, I'm going to start speaking English and then I'm going to translate it to Spanish. I want to thank God. First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, and all the crew for make this possible. And there's not much words to say. I'm going to try to give you a good show for the fans, and we'll see you on the March 28th. Muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí. Quiero dar gracias a Dios por esta oportunidad. Gracias a Dios a Golden Boy. Por ponerme en esta cartelera. También quiero dar gracias a mi manager, Frank Espinosa y Frank Espinosa Jr., que también han estado detrás de mí en todo momento. Y pues claro que mencionar a legendario, the legendary trainer, Freddie Roach, who's going to be working in my corner. So I'm very happy, very excited, and los veo el 28 de marzo. Muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you. So this next fighter that I'm going to bring up actually is very near and dear to my heart. Not only is she beautiful, but she can really kick some ass. She grew up in East LA, that's where I grew up, as well as Oscar. And as you guys have seen, you know, we've been really, really committed to women's boxing for the last couple of years. And the reason we're doing that is just because of fighters like Seniesa. You know, they can really fight. It's not just about looks. It's not like in the old days, you know, they were trying to get girls up there that had pretty looks. No, I mean, she can really fight. Her skill set is comparable to any of the top fighters, men fighters. And, you know, she's coming off a great win, probably the biggest win of her career, when she beat Marlene Esparza in a very, very good fight. She showed a lot of class, speed, power, everything. And we're just gonna keep building her profile. Again, you know, Oscar and all of us at Golden Boy are really committed to women's boxing. As you can see, it's become something different now. They're not just bangers anymore. They're fighters with high-level skill sets. And that's what we have here. She's one of the best fighters in the world. And I want to bring her up to say a few words. Seniesa Estrada.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank everybody at Golden Boy Promotion, Robert Diaz, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, and everybody involved in just like allowing me to pursue my dreams. And you know, last night I was thinking, man, this is going to be my 5th time fighting at the Forum, but under totally different circumstances, because my 4 previous fights at the Forum, I didn't have a promoter, wasn't making any money. It was at the lowest point in my career where I like really wanted to give up on my dreams and didn't think that like I could really make it in this sport as a female. But now, fast forward, never giving up on my dreams. I'm now with the best promoter in boxing, and I have a great support system behind me at Golden Boy Promotion. So, you know, I'm just at the best place in my career right now, not only physically but mentally, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to putting on a great performance on March 28th. So thank you so much.
I just want to say one thing, Seniesa. You keep winning like the way you're winning, and you're going to make a lot of money. Okay? Because you deserve it, and you've earned it. Certainly you've earned it. So the next fight I want to bring up is another Freddie Roach fighter. And he's one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. He did challenge for the world title. He came up a little short. But now he's worked his way back up and is knocking on the door again. He's very fan-friendly. Whenever he fights, I'll make sure I'm on my seat because I know that this is going to be something very exciting when he fights. Either a big knockout or a drag-out war, a toe-to-toe war. Freddie's really developed him now a little bit more of a boxer, puncher, so he's starting to move a little better now. It's not just banging away. But nevertheless, it's still very, very exciting. So I want to bring him up. Asad Crazy 8 Jovenísimo.
Hey everybody, I'm second time fight this forum. I'm very happy. Thank you everybody. Golden Boy is Freddie Roach is my coach. Is Roberto Diaz is my matchmaker. I'm very good. I'm anytime ready. Is any champion, is any for champion, any day I'm ready for fight. Is now best shape, best training is March 28th. Good night. Thank you.
Good job. You guys, I mean, if you haven't seen him fight, you guys gotta see him. There's a reason why they call him Crazy 8. But you know, he's getting better. His skills are getting a lot better with Freddie, and it's exciting. And he's going to challenge for a world title very soon. Robert promised it. So. Okay, so now let's hear from the main event participants. Obviously, I talked a little bit about Samuel Vargas. He's a Colombian fighter. Very tough fighter in the welterweight division. 30 years old. I mentioned a little earlier, he fought against Amir Khan, Luis Collazo, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence. So he's been in there with top level, world championship level fighters. And there's no difference here fighting Vergil Ortiz. If Vergil is ever going to become a world champion, he has to be able to beat a guy like Samuel Vargas. And Samuel Vargas is obviously trying to stay at a high level as a fighter, as a contender, and he wants to challenge for a world title as well. He's going to make it a good fight. He's not a fighter that runs. He's going to be in the middle of the ring challenging Vergil, making him sweat, making him think twice before he throws his punches, and because he knows, Samuel Vargas knows that this is his big opportunity on a big stage to be able to become a fighter that's going to be considered for the bigger fights, for the world title type fights. He can very easily fight the winner of this weekend's matchup, Mike Garcia against Samuel Vargas. But first he has to beat Vergil Ortiz. So I want to bring him up with the record of 31-5, 14 big KOs, Samuel Vargas.
Thank you, Eric. I just want to say thank you to my brother Baxter for handling my career. We've accomplished great things. What can I say? I've fought everybody. I've accumulated great experience throughout the years. I know what it feels like to be up here, to be the underdog in a way. But God puts me in this place where I can be put in front of doors, and this is my time. I feel confident. I'm ready. I'm training with both Adams. Training camp is going well, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's a great venue. It calls out for a great fight. Don't miss it. Big shout out for all my family, friends out in Canada, Toronto. Keep calling me, showing me love. You can watch it on the Zone. People in Colombia, you can watch it on the Zone as well. I'm really grateful and thankful to be here, and this is a good opportunity, and it's time to show it March 28th. Don't miss it.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, so before I introduce Vergil, bring him up to say a few words, I want to bring up another person to say a few words and a small dedication here. So, Doug Fisher, he's the chief editor for The Ring magazine. Doug, if you can please come up.
All right, so you guys all know Vergil. He's an all-action fighter. It's been a real thrill being on press row and actually calling the action to some of your fights on your way to where you are now, headlining at the fabulous Forum, my hometown, Inglewood, always up to no good. But last year you really stepped it up. You moved beyond just being must-see TV. As Golden Boy Promotions stepped up the quality of your opposition. You fought 4 times last year. Your last 3 opponents of 2019 were all seasoned, experienced veterans, men who had fought for the world title, and men who had never been stopped. You fought Mauricio Herrera, Antonio Orozco, and Brad Solomon in succession, and you taught them how to lose by stoppage. Against Mauricio Herrera, big stage. It was the undercard of Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel Jacobs. A lot of pressure for a young man, and I would say that was the highlight of the night. You knocked him out in chilling fashion, and nobody will ever forget that. You followed that up going back home. Also, a lot of pressure for a young fighter, 20, 21 years old. You got your hometown. A lot of people pulling at you all kind of different ways. You have that steely focus outside of the ring, but you also have it inside of the ring. And with Orozco, he tried to make it a war, and he made it a fight, and he did what he was supposed to do, which is give you professional resistance. And you showed us that you could handle it, and you could stay poised under fire. And again, you got the stoppage. And then you end the year against Brad Solomon. Now, Solomon, I don't think he'd ever fought for a world title, but this was a slick dude. This is a guy with lateral movement and a very difficult style. And a lot of aggressive fighters have trouble with those type of boxers. And again, you showed us poise, you showed us patience, you showed us intelligence. I saw a lot of wrinkles in there. You were doing a lot of things like old timers, parrying punches and pulling his glove down, doing a lot of stuff. I know I see that stuff. And I know a lot of fans see that, and the fans and the media appreciate it, and I think you were the consensus prospect of the year. But of course, the award that matters the most, Ring Magazine's Prospect of the Year. I got a nice plaque for you right here. So congratulations.
Let's get a picture. Let's get a picture. Great.
Oh yeah. And he's a snazzy dresser at press conferences. I didn't get the memo to bring a tie.
Come over here.
Okay, there's a good thing and a bad thing with that award there, Virgil. The good thing is you were Prospect of the Year. But this is like a diploma. You're gonna have to put it on the wall because you're no longer a Prospect of the Year. That's fine. Now you're a contender. And at just 21 years old, he's captivated the world of boxing. His combination of speed and power, his boxing ability, incredible. I just want to give a shout out to his dad, Vergil Sr. back there. You know, dragged him to the gym when he was what? How old was he? 5 years old. Dragged him to the gym, trained him primarily throughout his career. He's learning new things now with Robert Garcia. Robert's done a great job with him. But you know, the kid is, you know, he's incredible. The sky's the limit. You know, he can very easily challenge for a world title later this year. And we're going to keep a close eye on the champion, see what happens. He's already highly ranked in all the organizations. And he deserves it. He deserves it. He's proved it in the ring. But make no mistake, Samuel Vargas is a dangerous fighter. It's a dangerous fight. All it takes is one bad night and you can lose. And it all comes crumbling down. Virgil knows this, and he trains hard, and he's very disciplined and very mature for his age at 21 years old. But he's looking to put on a show. 15-0, 15 knockouts. Can Samuel stop his streak? We'll see. Because, you know, lately, at least all last year, it was the Virgil Express. And we'll see what happens this year, but we're going to keep stepping him up, and he's ready for it. So I want to bring him up to say a few words. Virgil, no nickname yet, Ortiz.
Hey, what's up, everybody? First of all, I just want to give a huge thanks to Golden Boy Promotions, Eric Gomez, Oscar de la Hoya, Roberto Diaz, everybody in here. You guys, this is the best promotions in the world, you know, even down to, you know, the names you never hear about, like let's say Carla or Joel Diaz Jr. or even his cousin Jesus Diaz Jr. You know, they all really bring the company together. It's a big family, and I'm very proud to be a part of this promotions. As far as the fight, you know, I train for every fight as if I'm fighting for a world title. Went from my first professional fight to this fight. We don't take anyone lightly. You know, I just literally, like, I don't think I'm the most talented fighter, but I do believe that I put in the most work. I work the hardest out of every single fighter that's training right now. That's just the way you have to do it, Mamba mentality, you know? Rest in peace, Kobe. And I just, there's not much to say. Come March 28th, it's gonna be a very exciting fight. Sadly, this fight is 3 days after my birthday, so I won't be able to eat cake. But it's alright, I'll get cake after the fight. But no, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you out there.
Great job. That concludes the press conference. Again, tickets are on sale, guys. You guys can go get them at the box office or at Ticketmaster or online at fabulousforum.com. We're really excited about this fight card, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you. We'll pull the fighters now. Everybody. Full card, no? Yeah. We're trying to steady.
Ramiro, ese escándalo atrás, gallinero allá atrás, mira. Que mucho ruido allá atrás. Sale así.